It's 6 o'clock at night and it's actually beautiful out. It's like 25 degrees. I've got the heat off. Isn't that nice? The heat off. And the window's open. It's not going to be too much longer before, dumbass upstairs turns his air conditioner on, so let's enjoy this while I can. At least, at least the filter will probably help with the air quality. You'd think that he's gonna suck all the shit into his apartment, right? So good. You know, that might be part of the reason why it gets better in the summer because he's sucking it all into his. And then, I mean, I guess they're gonna turn the air upstairs on too, right? So the air conditioner, the fact that there's an air conditioner just running in their apartment when they're smoking is probably helping too. Um, I was up a little later. I guess this morning. I didn't fall asleep until it was like 5 o'clock this morning, and it was one of those. I was overwhelmed by air pressure and everything else, and I just kind of went at some point. I would have liked to stay up a little bit later. Didn't work out. And I spent the night listening to something. I didn't get to touch the budget. I knew I wanted to check some shows for the weekend, partly because it's so nice today. Um, I ended up listening to something, and it's not. It's interesting. It's kind of in up my alley in a certain way. Um, there's kind of that lineal progression coming from the Peter Gabriels to the Nine Inch Nailses to the Sunlux to this thing. It doesn't seem to have garnered much response. I can't find any reviews, but it doesn't seem to be obscure though either. It's every once in a little while you'll see something like this, something that kind of comes up. The review circuit ignores it because it's not getting promoted through the label system. I mean, there's no use in being naive about it, right? We all know that companies like Pitchfork and whatnot operate. They get paid to do the reviews, and if there's a level of objectivity, it's not particularly staunch. Most of the reviews that you see are paid. And when you get a bad review, it's usually because the artist or the label didn't pay up. I just want to go out, really. That's kind of all there is to it at the moment. I just kind of want to go out. It's beautiful out, so I'm gonna do that. It's not expensive. It's a $10 show. It's about a block from the tunnel, so there's no worry that I'm gonna end up stuck. I'm gonna be there for 8:30, 9 o'clock, so I want to hop in the shower now and get going. And I'm really, like I said, it's a cheap show. It's close to the tunnel, and I just kind of want to go out and enjoy the sun because it is so nice out. We're not going to be lucky enough. I know that the temperature is going to come back down a little. If we're lucky, hopefully it'll at least stay seasonal, which is habitable. Up around 10 degrees, no snow. But this is unseasonably warm for this time of year, so I'm gonna go out and enjoy it. I'm gonna go see a show. I'm gonna get ready, and that's the plan for the day. Um, I won't be out late. I don't intend to get drunk. I might have a beer, but so I mean, I should hopefully. Well, let's not plan the rest of the night before it starts. But I mean, I should hopefully get something done when I get back. I know I keep saying that. I need to finish reading the budget before I do anything else, and we'll go from there. I am a tad later than I wanted to be, but it's not the end of the world. I did something I haven't done in quite a while, actually, which is which one I went there. Oh my god. Yeah, I did my eyes. I haven't done eyes in years. The actual reason is that I didn't have a pencil sharpener. And I just bought a pencil sharpener the other day, and so therefore I did my eyes. It wasn't like I couldn't afford a pencil sharpener or anything, right? It was just like I didn't bother getting a pencil sharpener or buying eye stuff. And I kept, every time I put makeup on, I kept thinking, when am I gonna get a pencil sharpener? When am I gonna get a pencil sharpener? Finally got one. So, anyways, it's a little later than I wanted it to be. I was thinking maybe I could catch the 8:30 bus. Looks like it's gonna be more likely I catch the 9 o'clock bus. I should catch the 9 o'clock. I may even still catch the 8:30 if I'm lucky. Doors are at 8:30, and it's like it's right near the tunnel, so it's like 5-minute walk. In fact, if I end up taking the bus all the way through, which I probably will, then it'll actually drop me off right at the door, which is nice. I just wanted to get a shot here. Ugh. It's nice out. I'm gonna bring a jacket, but I'm gonna put my jacket in my bag. I don't know, do I like that eye? I think I maybe need to experiment a little with my eyes. It's been so long. I just kind of went to my default. I'm glad I got something in my eye. And I'm not, you know what is actually the case is it's that my lens is like blurry or something. It's too much bright light in here or something. Anyways. I got a shot in here somewhere. Screenshot and ready to go. So yeah, it was exactly 8:15 when I walked outside, so what time it is right now too. I'm in a t-shirt. I have a rain jacket in my bag. I'm not. It seems to be that whenever we get these warm days like this, they always, like the weather network always says it's going to get colder than it does. Or the heat always lasts longer. I don't know, their model seems to need some work in projecting how long it takes for the heat to... It's probably part of an urban heat island effect, in part just the fact that the ground absorbs the heat. So, what is that, black body radiation? They seem to get that a little... They underestimate it. So, it always takes longer for the temperature to come down than they say. So, they're expecting it to come down to like about 10 degrees overnight, and they said, you know, expect it to be like around 12 degrees around midnight. Probably will be a little warmer than that, more like 15. And it'll get to where they say, it's just it'll take a little longer. It's kind of a consistency that I've noticed. Anyways, regardless, I'm a little less concerned about the cold. I'm more concerned about the rain. I think I'll get back here with a reasonable temperature, but I suspect I may get nailed on the rain. So that's why I've got the rain jacket in the back. What is this? I mentioned it briefly a little bit. It's kind of an experimental pop. I mentioned, you know, like I grew up listening to pop music, a lot of it kind of broad-based over a long period. You know, in the last 10 years or so, it's not like it completely disappeared. It's just like it kind of like it left a generation whole, right? There hasn't really been a lot of interesting pop coming up from like the existing generation. So this artist is a little bit younger. It's pop music, unabashedly so. But it's, like I say, it's bringing back kind of the more abstract feel to it. Not out of nowhere. There are some kind of modern comparisons with something like Sunlux or James Blake, but I'm kind of thinking it more like, maybe I can put it to you this way. A lot of people think of the Radiohead record Kid A as like the beginning of something. I tend to see Kid A as the end. Like there hasn't really been much interesting pop since then. That's kind of like when it stopped. That's when pop music got, you know, ended. And I kind of knew that eventually, you know, it would come back. So I'm not like crowning this anything, but I mean it seems to like things are getting a little bit better. And this, anyways, that's what I'm thinking of it as. It's this kind of maybe picking up where pop music left off in the 90s. And yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm not walking into this like I'm a big fan or anything. I'd never heard of it before last night. Um, and as mentioned, I'm really just kind of interested in going for a walk. Because it's finally nice out after the horrible first 3 weeks of March that we had. We're finally getting a few nice days here. So, and in the end, it may only be one nice day. So, I'm taking advantage of what I got here. You know, brush my hair, go hear a tune, have a beer, and then come home. So that's really the broader extent of it. But it does seem like it's next gen pop. But when I hear next gen pop, I don't hear like I hear like the existing generation that got skipped, right? I may be reading into things, projecting things, but that's my perception of it anyway. And I'm just gonna keep walking. It really is absolutely beautiful out there. Finally, we're way too late on this. Although it's just the way the temperature. It was just weird because, like, in fact, we had a really nice February, right? Why did March have to be so awful? We could have had a really early spring. But anyways, I'm walking. I'll show you one more thing as I'm walking through Cigarette Alley here. Last time I went to a show, I made a pledge with myself on no more cigarettes at shows, except the obvious exception. I actually haven't been out in a month, over a month, more like 5 weeks. And I haven't had a cigarette in that time, so it's been 5 weeks since my last cigarette. I have no intention of smoking at the bar, and except that one scenario. So that should. I'm not even worried about tonight. This place doesn't have a smoking set. Well, it does, but it's not like. You can't bring your beer to the smoking session, so I'm not going to be like hanging outside. I'm also not going to have a lot of time between sets. I mean, I'm probably going to get there right when the opening band's starting, and then we're going to have to wait for the next one, but etc. So, like, I'm not even worried about it, but nonetheless, we had a talk here about that last time, and I made it clear I wasn't happy with myself, so this isn't something we're gonna play with. I'm not gonna fail on this. I'm going to succeed, and we'll see how it goes. There's the bus. Walked right by it. Would have made it if I didn't have to go to the bank machine to get some cash. Such is the reality of things. You think maybe one day, well, is it a good thing that I can't access my bank account these days? Like, is that a good thing? I don't know. It would really be a lot easier if I could. I looked into it, and apparently there are some machines, but like, I'd have to experiment and see. And on top of that, like, I'm gonna pay a service fee if I do it, right? So, I mean, I don't know. As the fact that the money systems are separate, as mildly inconvenient as it is to have to carry cash with me, is this actually a good thing? I thought I was going to cross here. You think about it, I don't know. I guess you're balancing things, right? Like I say, even with the kind of best case scenario, I would almost certainly be paying service fees, right? And I'm pretty sure that there are machines, if I could find them and figure out where they are,
kinds of things. And in fact, I should know that, right? I know that I'm going to eventually find myself in a situation where like I'm stuck, I've got no money, but I have my card, and if I could just find the right machine, it's gonna happen one day. Hasn't happened yet. I've been pretty good about it actually, but I just like what is. I guess in order to be able to easily take money, or to have a cross-reference like that, I suppose I could always open an account there, right? Open an account there and just leave some money in it. I might get in trouble with that because I'm an ODSP, right? But otherwise, I could probably do that. Like, in order to have them integrated at that level, you would have to merge the Bank of Canada with the Federal Reserve. It's well, I was thinking like, what would the economic? It would be a mixed bag, right? Some good, some bad. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Huh? Anyways, I'm walking. I've been bad. I have a cigarette. This is the second one tonight.
Watch out.
I'm okay. And I may catch the 12 o'clock bus back, which is significant because if I do, I may come back. I've never done this before, and I'm a little apprehensive. I wish I had brought my pills. I didn't bring enough money. That's the thing. I kind of want to come back because I'm kind of not done tonight. Then again, I may just stay in Windsor. I don't know. I kind of wish there was a place in Windsor that's open until 5 a.m. At this very moment right now, what I want to do is go dance until 5 a.m. And I can do that. I just need to get some cash first, which means I need to go over and come back. If I catch the 12 o'clock bus, I can do that, but it's like barely. And it means I'll miss my pills, which I've been on them so long, you know, like I miss a night. It's not gonna kill me. I'm thinking about it. I might do it. It's nice out. It's not 20 degrees like it was, but it's nice. If I come back, I'm over for the night, and that's kind of what I want to do. Like, but I need to be sure I catch the 12 o'clock bus. How was the show? I enjoyed the show. Like I say, I didn't know the songs. Like, I'm not a big fan, but it was enjoyable, and I'm glad I went. Like, I didn't know who that artist was until yesterday, so it's not like I was like a fan, right? But at the same time, like, I enjoyed the show, and I need to be more cognizant of Fridays, right? Because it's a Friday, and I went out with the goal of I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna come back, but like, now that I'm here, I don't want to come back. I want to stay out and party, right? So I should have planned better. I said this last time. I should have planned better, and I really should have. But how can I get around it, right? And the way I can actually get across the border and come back if I catch a 12 o'clock bus, run to the vending machine and run back. I'll miss my pills. It's not the end of the world. It's not good, but it's not raining. That's the thing. I was expecting it to be raining. I should have planned again. This is the actual issue. Is I should have planned. Gotta catch the bus up here. If I had brought more cash and my pills, I'd just go, right? I didn't. No, I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna wait. I shouldn't have run before, but it's just I've been cooped up in the house, and I don't want to go home. I'm sorry, I just don't. You know, it happens sometimes. Like, this guy, go ahead. You're stopped. What are you doing? You're turning. Okay, I'm gonna cross through here, I guess. These streets in Detroit are insane, all of them. Detroit has insane streets, all the way around, all the way across. All right. Okay. I should catch the, like I say, I should catch the 12 o'clock bus, and if I do, there's some possibility that this could work. It's not certain, but it's certainly possible. Like I say, I don't really have much of a review because I didn't really know the material well. I enjoyed it. I think that this is a potentially up and coming artist. Like I say, when I went, I enjoyed it. It's just I don't really have much to say because I didn't really know what I was watching that well. Normally when I go to shows like this, it's more like punk, and I can analyze it better. This is a little outside of my sphere, so I didn't really, you know. But at the same time, now the bus doesn't always come. If the 12 o'clock bus decides it doesn't want to come, well, there's people here. But if the 12 o'clock bus decides it doesn't want to come, then I'm fucked. But if it does, I kind of want to come back. And like I say, I should have planned for it. I didn't, but I can run to the bus, I can run to the bank machine and run back, and it can work. This can happen. If I do that, when do I do it? I guess I'm going to the works. I wish I was at about a half hour earlier. Well, if I was at an hour earlier, it'd be even better, but let me figure out what time it is. Okay, we're actually at half hour intervals. I might be able even to make it home. It's not completely impossible because we're at half hour intervals. I've got to ask the guy what time the bus turns over. I think the last bus through Windsor is at 12:30. I think. And I don't think that's gonna happen. I could at least make the bank machine run. I'm thinking about it, might do it. Right now, it's like I say, it was supposed to rain tonight, it didn't rain. I wanna go out and party. I wanna, like, I should have planned for this. This is not the first time I should have planned. This is my fault, but I mean, I can still do this. I'm just gonna miss my meds, but I mean, it's really not that big a deal. I take them too frequently for it to be that big a deal. So, yeah. See, it's your liver that processes it, right? It's not like if the meds went directly into the bloodstream, that might be a big deal, but it goes through your liver. What is this? Is that a leaf? It is a leaf. It was bopping around there, but it fell. It goes through your liver, right? And your liver ends up processing it, and like at the end of the day, I've double dosed this week a few times. I think I can handle missing tonight because I've double dosed this week. I think I'm doing this. I think I'm coming back. The way this is gonna work is I'm gonna catch the bus here, gonna run to the bank machine. I'm gonna run back, and then I'll come back over. I guess I'm going to UFO. No, not UFO, but the Works, and hang out there all night. I just gotta make sure I've got cover and a few dollars on top of it. They're closed at 5. It's Friday, so I can come back here. The early bus is when?
You're no Aries.
But yeah, the early bus is 6 o'clock. I can do that. Yeah. I'll be home like 6:30, and like I said, it was supposed to rain. Why didn't I plan for this? I should have planned for this. I should have just went, right? I've got 20 minutes to sober up. I'll see what I feel like when I get over. But I don't want to go home, right? This happens sometimes. What I would really like is like if there was, I know of at least one place in Windsor that is open all night, but it's like way out in the middle of nowhere. Actually, it's not in the middle of nowhere. It's just on the other side of town. But I mean, if I'm gonna go, I might as well come back here. So, or maybe I could go there. If I go home, I'm gonna get home. If I go home, I'll get what? It'll be about 1 o'clock when I get home. I can get back there for 2:30ish. Yeah, no, I'll be sober by then. Yeah, no, I'm gonna run to the bank machine. I'm serious. I'm thinking about this. We'll see what I feel like when I get over, but like this is what I'm planning on right now, and we'll see how it goes. It's just like I say, it's been shitty all month, and I'm not done yet. I want to, you know. Yeah. What is the difference? The difference is going to be about 5 hours, and like I say, because it goes through my liver, it's not such a big deal. If I go home, I'm gonna take it around 2. If I come back, I'm gonna take it around 6:37. It's not that big a deal. That's not such a big difference. Here's the bus. Okay, I'm over. Like I say, it's a quarter after 12. If I go home, I'll take my pills around 12:30, 12:40, close to 1. If I go back out and come back, I'll take them around 7. 6 hours. It's not that big a deal. I've missed longer periods. I wish I could go home and come back. Sorry, I lost myself there. I opened my battery compartment. So it's a little after 12-ish, 12:15-ish, 12:20. If I go home, I'll take my pills around 1. If I go out and come back, I'll take them around 7. It's a 6-hour difference. It's not that big a deal, like I said, because it goes through my liver. If I was injecting it, it would be a difference. That would make a difference. But like I said, because it goes through the liver, your body processes it. It's not that big a deal. People will argue with me. They'll tell you that if you miss 1, you've missed a month. I don't agree. I don't think that understands the chemistry very well, or the biology very well. Your liver processes it and releases it. So you pop the pills, it goes through your liver releases it. It's not the preferable situation is that I could go home, take the pills, come back, but like I said, I don't want to go home. So I'm just going to the bank machine, coming back, and like I say, I've missed longer periods, and because I've double dosed a bunch of times this week, when you double dose because it goes through your liver's releasing it, right? So it's going to essentially be the case as though I double dose when I get back. So, like, it's not this kind of mentality of that, like, you need to take pills at exact period. No, it's wrong. It's not how your liver works. So, it's not ideal. I should have planned. This is not the first time I've run into this, and see, I have my bag with me today. I don't really have an excuse. I should have brought them. I just like I don't want to go through customs with them. It's a pain in the ass. But they've never given me a hard time, but there's always a potential that they might. So, like I said, I'm just going to the machine, coming right back, and I'm out to dance. That's the intent, and that's all there is to it. So, there's nothing really else for the rest of the month.
And the thing too, he was a lot older than you.
And yeah, I'm not even really drunk. It's just I don't. Maybe that's it. Maybe if I was more drunk, I'd go home. I'm not ready yet. So yeah, it's and if I'd been out a few times this month, but it's like the weather's been shit, you know. And like I said, it was supposed to rain. It didn't. So that's what I'm doing. And where I'm going. There's always a possibility that I might get to the machine. I'm back there and miss the bus. In which case I guess I'm going home, but let's hope that doesn't happen. I think I have time. And then some. So that's what I'm doing. And the machine's around the corner. Just as an aside, I've never done this before. I've never come back and then gone back over.
It's hot city, bro.
I should have planned better. That's clear, but so be it. This is the night. When you don't plan well, shit happens, right? But it's like, that doesn't mean you give up. I'm going back, and I'll have a good time. I promise. Okay, so I have made it to the machine and back. My estimate is I have about 5 minutes before the bus gets here, and it would take me about 40 minutes to go home and back. So this is where I am. That's if I did not miss the bus. If I did, I guess I'm going home. As it is, like I say, I should have planned. I did not. But I mean, this is on a Saturday night. I probably would have just gone home. Even considering everything else, even considering the fact that we finally have a nice day, finally have a nice night, even considering the fact that it was supposed to rain and it didn't, all these things, if it was a Saturday, I probably would have gone home because the bus doesn't come again until like 9 a.m., right? On a Friday, the bus comes at like 6, so, and the bar closes at 5. So, it's about a half-hour walk back, and I can do that, right? As it is, like I said, it's about 12:30 right now. I should get there before last call, so I should get a few shots in. But, and you gotta keep in mind I was up today at 1, so this is not like, I'm not tired, I'm not even drunk. It's just like I don't want to go home, right? If it was gonna be like a 12-hour difference, I would have made a different choice. But I was gonna take them late anyways, and like I say, the difference between taking them at 1 and taking them at 7 is not that big a deal because it goes through your liver. Although my batteries are going, that's a problem. I think that's my bus. We might not have much to say for the rest of the night because I don't have any batteries left, and like I say, I didn't plan. We'll find out how this goes. But the intent is an all-nighter, and I should have planned for it. But it's gonna work out anyways, as it is. Little to complain about, no regrets. Well, it's like 12:40 or something, and I'm across. I have to get there after 1, and I should not have crossed the road there. Anyways, I should get there after 1. Gotta hit the bathroom, maybe hit the 7-Eleven, and just go. That's like I said, I'm not even drunk, I'm sober. It's just I didn't want to go home, and that's really all there is to it. So yeah, I don't think I've ever walked into this district at this time of night. I had a few shots in one of the bars, pute half it out, but yeah. That's okay. That's how it works, right? I knew it was coming. I'm conscious. I know what I'm doing. As long as nobody hits me in the head, I think I should be okay. But I think that what this represents is kind of a feeling of safeness in Detroit. This is like I feel normal in Detroit now. Like there's no ambiguity. There's no fucking around. I feel like Detroit is my city, and I'm walking through it. So this is a change. It took a few years, but you know, like I say, it's not bad. Anybody that tries to tell you Detroit is unsafe, maybe there's regions you don't want to go in, but like downtown Detroit, I don't think it's unsafe at all. And that's just empiricism. Base fucking empiricism. That's what that is. I'm walking. I've walked by this space many times, but I've usually been too drunk to stay at low battery, minimal time. This is Detroit. This is where the Tigers used to play. And this is what's left. A huge fence. That's all there is. But low battery. I acknowledge the reality of things. These are fucking chairs. You want a chair? Those are fucking chairs, man. Yes. Okay, so I'm on my way out. I'm a little bit earlier than expected. It's about 4:30ish. I closed early. They were abrupt, so I just left. I'm not gonna fight with them. I guess I'm gonna get a coffee or something. That's the solution there. I'm not early enough that I can get eggs or anything. Like I'm gonna walk right to the bus station. Just get a coffee on the way there. It's the lack of rain that makes this such a nice walk. If it had rained, this would suck. But the lack of rain makes this actually a very pleasant walk through an autumn day. Well, spring day. I keep saying it feels like autumn. A spring day in Detroit. Spring morning. It's actually, like I say, very pleasant. But I'm gonna have to wait. I was expecting to wait about a half hour. I'm gonna have to wait about an hour instead. It's nothing out of the world, but it's still like I say, if it had rained, this would be a crappy walk. But the fact that it didn't rain makes this almost glorious. It's really a very, very nice walk, and I'm glad I enjoyed it. Of course, when I point out the awesomeness of the lack of rain, it starts sprinkling. It's nothing. You can barely notice it, but it wasn't there before I pointed it out. It's still, if anything, it's increasing the ambience of the walk. No, it is. It's a nice mild sprinkle. It's refreshing, if anything. I'm gonna get a coffee here. I'm gonna have to wait for about an hour. I didn't plan for anything tonight, so I'm not gonna pretend like this is different. But yeah, hour wait. I think I'm gonna opt for pizza. I actually thought I was taking a shortcut. I don't know, man. I think Jefferson soon. I ended up in like Greektown, and that was not intentional. Anyways, I was trying to get to the 7-Eleven. I thought I was taking a shortcut to the 7-Eleven. Turns out I was wrong. I'm pretty sure Jefferson's straight ahead. Well, this is the first. I was talking about how I felt more comfortable in Detroit, and I actually got lost. I know I need to get there. That's the plaza that I need to get to. So I've somehow walked underneath it. I don't know how this happened. This is actually very strange to me. But I actually think that this is the space that I disappeared on that night in September. So maybe I walked the same route. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I know it. If I find a way back up that way, that's where I need to go. But I don't know how this happened. This is weird too. Very strange to me. Okay, Lafayette. I know that one. Weird, very strange. I guess what I must have done was take a side street out of town. I was trying to get to the 7-Eleven, and I guess I missed my turn. And so I ended up going all the way around. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I just need to catch a street going that way. I could have taken Lafayette, but I didn't feel comfortable in it. I think I'll take the next one. Like I said, I'm sober. I'll be fine. Again, though, if I ignore the fact that I'm slightly lost, this is actually it's a very pleasant walk, which is probably why I'm slightly lost. I got distracted by the niceness of the walk. I'm pretty sure I gotta turn right here, and it'll take me back around. I can see the tower, I just gotta get there. So I must have walked behind this building down that way, up until I got to that road, and then I'm coming back this way. Which actually is not so crazy, it's just like I said, I missed my turn. I should have turned 2 or 3 streets early, and I didn't, so. I can spin this back around then. I can say that, you know, my understanding of Detroit is getting better, so I have a compass. It's just, and it did, like I understood where I was going once I got around the corner. I'd never been there before. But once I got over it, it was like, okay, I know where I am, right? Like, that's the plaza there. It's not too far. So, at first it seemed like I was more comfortable walking through Detroit, and then it seemed like I was lost. But then it seemed like I understood exactly where it was. I am comfortable walking through Detroit after all. And that's that. I guess I had time to blow anyways, right? It's 20 minutes walking around the corner. It's true. See, the exact error that I made was that I ended up walking that way, but I thought I was walking this way, right? So I thought I was walking towards the street when I was walking parallel to it. It was a precise error. Anyways, I'm back. I know where I am. All's well. See, I was trying to find a shortcut to this 7-Eleven, and I thought I was walking up towards me up this street, but I must have been walking down the street that way instead. That's what happened. Like I said, I figured it out. It's all good. I am home. I've purchased a pizza. It's almost 7 a.m. And I managed to actually impale myself between my breasts with my pizza box. Hopefully it's no, there's a cut. I can't believe it. Anyways, that was a good night. I wish I had more nights like this. I wish I planned for it better, but it was a good night. And I'm gonna enjoy my pizza, and that's it.